If you ain't never crashed out in your life, get you a baby daddy.
They'll do it every fucking time.
I feel like based on the last couple weeks that I've had, one of three things is gonna have to happen. I'm gonna have to get to a gun range. I'm gonna need to join a kickboxing class, or I'm gonna have to start dancing again.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, I got too much aggression. I need to blow off for real.
I think I could see you kickbox.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, fuck everybody.
I ain't got nothing good to say about none of you niggas.
Got on your scale the other night.
I don't know why you did that. You get on the scale after you've been drinking and eating wings all
Either
night.
way it goes,
We ate about 17 pounds of wings, of fried chicken wings, and drank a half a bottle of tequila. And she decided to get on the damn scale for why?
Don't matter.
What did you think the scale was gonna tell you?
It said 205.
It said BFFR. That's what I said. That's what it said. Be fucking for real. Welcome back to Unserious, the podcast with Slay
and Shay.
If you notice, the setup is a little bit different. I think we getting things together. Y'all know the last couple weeks have been a struggle as far as technical difficulties and things, but now we have one functioning mic and a new camera. So let us know how y'all like the quality, how y'all like the sound in the comments below. If you are new here, this podcast is for our very unserious thoughts. We love to laugh and joke and talk shit, but we also have serious topics that we touch on from time to time. So if you're new here, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Comment below. Let us know what you think. Like, share, and yeah. Anything?
We are also on Spotify. Please make sure to give us a follow and rate us so more people, send it to your friends, more people can find us. We got fussed at. Denny fussed at us.
Why?
She was like, why aren't y'all on Apple Podcasts yet?
Chill. It was enough trying to get the damn Spotify shit set up.
Well, I told her you have a withstanding beef with Apple.
Yeah, that too. That too.
But I'm an avid.
Because if they require us to pay for a subscription in order to get it, I'm not doing it.
Really? You have to pay
I said
for
if
Spotify?
they do.
Oh,
no, hell no.
I don't think we should.
For Apple?
Yeah, she said it was free when she did it.
Oh, okay.
So we'll test it out.
One thing at a time, child. Ooh, look at me, I already yawning. Shit. Y'all gotta excuse me. I had a long night last night. I was drunk. Had an edible. It was a lot of shit happening.
First of all, do you see her bang? Okay, eating.
Yang. Thank you.
Eating.
I just wanted to get a good wear out of this wig before I go to my next color.
I like it.
Thank you.
This chocolate is eaten.
Thank you, child.
All right. How are you today?
I'm tired as hell. It has been a very trying week. This week, I'm like, Lord, I know my breakthrough is on the way, but every week it's just getting a little bit more intense.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about ready for my miracle now, Jesus, please.
I feel that.
What about you?
I feel like I started to have the good come. Last week and the week before was my trials and tribulations, and I was just ready to knock all this shit over. But I feel like I'm coming out of it, and I don't want to speak prematurely. Mm-hmm. But I'm just staying the course and staying up and trying to hope that, everything is going to continue to be up instead of down.
I feel like based on the last couple weeks that I've had, one of three things is going to have to happen. I'm going to have to get to a gun range. I'm going to need to join a kickboxing class, or I'm going to have to start dancing again.
Yeah, something.
Yeah. I got too much aggression. I need to blow off for real.
I think I could see you kickbox.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I might be a full blown menace though. After that, I might be a full blown menace.
Come home and fuck all that shit.
Right, knock all this shit over. Hopefully, I can get back into this. Were we doing case class?
When is it? The 22nd, right? Yeah.
I feel like something else was happening. You said something.
I'm doing MacWorks class on Tuesday.
This Tuesday.
Yeah, it's from 7 to 9. I'm doing his class. And then I'm getting back into my gym bag because I got on your scale the other night.
I don't know why you did that. You get on the scale after you've been drinking and eating wings all
Either
night.
way it goes.
We ate about 17 pounds of wings, of fried chicken wings, and drank a half a bottle of tequila, and she decided to get on the damn scale for why.
Don't matter.
What did you think the scale was going to tell you?
It said 205.
It said BFFR. That's what I said. That's what it said. Be fucking for real. And it's like, what, 11 o'clock at night. So 17 pounds of chicken wings, a half a bottle of tequila at 11 p.m. What did you think the scale was going to say?
You might have a point. Touche. Touche.
But yeah, definitely gotta get back on that shit because 'tis the season. And I think not even just in terms of getting back in shape, which we definitely need to do, but you know, it's seasonal depression, winter blues coming around.
Ugh, the sun is going away slowly.
So, yeah, I think that'll definitely help.
It's been so warm though.
It's been like warm and dark and warm, very strange.
Yeah. But I did look at my memories, and apparently 2 years ago it was the same way because I have a memory where I didn't even have a coat on in November. So,
damn, it is November. I'm thinking it's still October. Lord help. Send help.
Send help immediately.
But yeah, let's get into Melanin Monday.
Melanin Monday. Mm-hmm. I have to give one to my dad.
Oh.
Helpful. My mom too, obviously, because she helps me. But big up to my dad because he, with the state of the affairs, everybody know the election passed. And I called my dad and he was like, well, he said, I'm just going to try to remain optimistic and, just hope that, whatever happens. And he said, I survived 4 years before. I'll survive another 4 years. If you don't know, my family comes from Belize, Central America. And my dad is a hardworking man who, under Trump's new policies, could potentially be affected. It's a little scary for me just because I don't know life without my dad. Even though he's a truck driver, but still, when I need him, I can call him. So big up to my dad. Let me show you the picture, girl. He was so proud. He was so proud.
What?
My dad, he took a picture with his truck. He was just so proud.
I don't think I've ever seen your dad. Oh my God. Look at him.
And when you look at my dad, I look just like him. Like, if you put me and my dad together, identical. I look like my dad.
Yep.
Everybody says I look like my mom, but I am my daddy's child. So yeah, big up to my dad. Love you.
Big up, Papa. Definitely praying for him, praying for your whole family. I know.
Yeah.
It's a little scary with things hanging in the balance, and what's so terrible? I haven't even checked on my dad. I know he's going through the same shit, but Africans always find a way around some shit. Maybe that's why. Maybe I'm just not worried.
If there's a population that I am the least worried about, it's the Africans.
They gonna be. They ain't going. They like this our shit too.
In a good way.
Oh yeah, for sure. They like this our shit too.
Who's your Melanin Monday?
Okay, there we go. I'm like,
you want me to adjust the mic? I can move this part down.
Huh? It's like, oh yeah, Shayna, you're fired. But still, come over some because it's like, angle. There you go. See, you see the difference? Do you see the difference?
Yeah.
Thank you. And you're more comfortable, right? What is wrong with you?
Look, your couch is a trap. I'm gonna fall asleep.
Shit. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to sit up like, I'll see you, bitch. She like,
cause a pillow.
Look, how you stuff your pillow?
Yep. A bosom to sleep on.
Let me nestle in your bosom.
Oh gosh.
My melanin Monday, I ain't really got one, honestly. Fuck all y'all. Like, that's my attitude this week. Fuck all y'all.
I
Um,
feel that.
no. My melanin Monday. Mm,
Yeah, fuck everybody.
I ain't got nothing good to say about none of you niggas. Um, I guess. Oh, okay. I'll give my melanin Monday to Meg the Stallion. Because I watched the documentary
Mm-hmm.
and just like this girl, hate her or love her on a human level.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we know what we know. Everybody loves to say she be lying and stuff. No, she omits like you. She omits as a form of protection because people don't need to know everything.
Why are you in my
Right.
business?
And so, but what we do know for facts, there's no like denying that this girl is incredibly strong
Yeah.
in ways that she should not have to be. And honestly, if you listen to her story, she's been through things that would literally kill other people. So when after as you're watching the documentary and shit keeps happening, it's like, damn, when is she gonna give up? And then it got to a point where she started like having suicidal ideations, and it's like, yeah, I get it. I'm surprised it took this long. Like she finally had a breakdown and had to go to a wellness center, a wellness retreat
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. And it's like, wow, I'm surprised she hung in there this long because I would have been a mess after, my mama died when I finally got on.
Yeah.
Like my daddy died. Like not to spoil it for you, but
Oh, I'm not one
as
of those
far as
people.
as far as her parents, her
Mm-hmm.
dad was in jail for like the first 8 years of her life.
Mm-hmm.
He gets out, they're thick as thieves, like he's her best friend, she loves him down, they do everything together. He seemed like, from what she describes, he was a great father.
Mm-hmm.
And then her freshman year of high school he dies.
Oh shit.
So imagine going your first 8 years without your other parent, and then you finally meet your parent, get to know your parent, get to love your parent, and within a couple years they're gone. So then you still have your mom, who's your best friend. Like the way that this girl came up, everybody has always talked about how her mom was a
Mm-hmm.
rapper and stuff. Her mom was her manager, but she has footage like from every moment, like before shit got popping to now. And it's so crazy because the girl Kelsey is in like most of that footage. There's no way that she could have made this documentary if somebody would have said, okay, well, you can't include any footage
Include
of her.
her.
She wouldn't be able to use like half the
Right.
footage.
Because
Like
that was her
that
friend.
was her sister, and it's really sad. But and so like the way she would be crying, they would be making videos, and the girl Kelsey would be crying about her mom, about Meg's
Mm-hmm.
mom. They were sisters.
Yeah.
So that's really unfortunate that situation happened with them. But like with her mom was like, Megan really wanted to be her mom. Like that's how much she idolized her mom. And so for like your favorite person on the planet, to lose your favorite person on the planet is like, between
Heartbreaking.
her parents, that would have, that's
Yeah.
it. So then she had her grandmother. Her grandmother passes, and then the thing, whatever happened with 1501 with her record label, she ended up having to sue them, get out of the contract. Then the shooting happens and everything. Then the shit with them, which she never mentioned once. She never mentioned once the issue with Nikki when that happened. She did not make that a factor. She did not speak on that at all. But we all know, like, to see her go through all of this A B C D
Yeah.
E
Yeah.
F, and then this shit with Nikki
Yeah.
fucking with her, and it's like, bro,
For no reason.
for no reason at all. But it's just like the girl, like some people would just be like, even me, like if I don't like somebody or I got a vendetta against them, when I know that they've lived a certain life or they've been through certain things, I'm gonna leave you alone.
Yeah.
Cause I know life is whooping your ass right now, I'm gonna leave you alone.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
But yeah, that's really sad. So I'm gonna give my Melanin Monday to her because she is, hater or lover. whether you agree with her and her lifestyle choices or, you know, her music or whatever, the girl is the symbol for strength.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like I got that when I listened to the album.
mm-hmm,
I could hear it.
yeah, she's the they showed the, remember when she was on Saturday Night Live and she had dropped dopamine. What is it? No, dramamine, drama, dramazine, traumazine.
Yes.
She had dropped her traumazine album and she had anxiety on there,
Mm-hmm.
and she performed on SNL and she started crying.
Mm-hmm.
And watching that moment from like back, they were filming it from like backstage, and like everybody was panicking, like, is she crying? Is she crying? Like they didn't know what to do. They didn't know how to get to her in that moment. She has a really good team. She has a really solid team. So shout out to them for that.
They
Yeah.
lock her
She works
down.
with Lorianne Gibson a lot. I didn't realize that. Lorianne Gibson does all her choreography.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, so Lorianne Gibson does most of her choreography.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know she was still working.
Child, I thought she was. You know,
She up there.
she was a Diddy lover, so I thought she was.
Oh yeah.
But what? Hey,
But she
distance yourself.
yeah, shit. I guess that's what she did.
That's what
But
she did.
I just didn't know that she was prevalent in the industry like that, because you know she's older or whatever. But
Oh
her
no,
and
she
Fatima,
still got moves.
yeah, her and Fatima still out here. Shit, her, Fatima, and Drea Kelly, they all out here still getting it.
Don't
Love that.
include her.
Yeah, I'm gonna include her because she's still a bad bitch.
Dre Kelly.
Yes, she's still cold. She's still recognized and respected
By who?
in the dance world. She is. You cannot take that lady's accolades from her. And at the end of the day, she was a victim just like them. We all been with a nigga that was doing some weird shit or whatever the fuck. And
So you did the weird shit with him?
she ain't do no weird shit with him. He
Yes,
wasn't.
she did.
What weird shit she do with him?
He forced her to have sex with them underage girls too.
When?
She talked about it. She was included in a lot of it. And like the whole court hearing and everything, yeah, she was a part of it. She wasn't a willing participant, but she was still a part of it.
All the other shit, as far as the underage girl, now they was doing their little freaky deaky shit with other bitches and stuff, but all the shit in terms of the,
Because she started staying locked up. He started locking her
exactly.
up
He was
too.
locking her away from them.
No, but then he had moments where they all were together. Like he had moments where he told her like, okay, this is what you're gonna do, because however he was feeling in the moment.
Which brings me back to my point. She was a victim as well.
Yeah.
So, like, regardless, if we not gonna take the music away from R. Kelly, we not gonna take her accolades from her.
Oh no, that's me. When I cancel somebody, I cancel everything. When I'm done, I'm done.
So you ain't gonna step in the name of love at the barbecues. Get the fuck out of here, Shayna. Be fucking for real.
I don't step.
I'm just saying, like, you not gonna sex, weed, none of that shit. Imagine that.
I forgot somebody actually played it, and I was sitting at the bar, and I rolled my eyes because I was drunk. And it took everything in me to, bitch, don't dance.
Exactly.
And I said it.
Exactly.
Because yes, the music is good, but that's just like for instance, I've never been a big R. Kelly fan. So if I heard, I'm saying in terms of like me listening to it, me giving streams.
That's what I was about to say. Like I've never been the type to, I need to download that R. Kelly. No, but if I hear that shit in the club or some shit, yeah, I'm still gonna dance. Just like I would still love Meg Down, but I'm not retiring Chicks tape. Sorry, like Tory Lanez.
I never listened to him either. I never listened to him. I don't dance to his music. Anytime it come on, I'd be like, something about him way before this always irritated me. Something about his just demeanor from day one, from the time he came out.
I didn't
vibe with him.
Yeah, I've never liked him. I don't like the way he speaks. I don't, and I could always tell he always gave a
Napoleon
hint,
syndrome.
That, and he always gave a bit of bipolar.
Yes, and
Yeah,
I think
so I never cared for him as a person on a human level either. I didn't watch the, I'm lying. I did watch when he was doing, what was that, during the quarantine radio, because I wanted to see the bitch shaking their asses. But yeah, that's about it as far as
yeah, something about him. I
But I'm
feel
I'm a
people's
music lover,
energy.
and I just feel like not to do the whole, oh well, white people make music, white abusers make music and all that shit too, but it's like I'm not. I feel like it would cause me, who am I helping or hurting by torturing myself by like refusing to dance in the club when I hear a song, bitch. I paid money to be up in this club. I'm finna shake this ass to whatever y'all playing.
Oh, I mean, I just use it as an opportunity to go use the bathroom or something. That's
Like
it.
I'm not
I
doing
don't
all
be
that.
I don't be like, ooh. I be like, you
Right.
know what?
But you
That's my.
have people like that. They
I
be
be
like,
no.
they be,
I be like, oop, that's my cue. Let me go use the bathroom, or
yeah,
let
they
me
be
go
with the
get another
artifice the
drink.
whole time they playing the
No,
song. Nigga, I'm not
I
doing
don't
all
be
that.
that dramatic,
All
but
right.
I
It's
do
not that
see
deep.
like, okay, you know that the song still goes hard.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like sometimes it's in the moment, like, you know what, you do like the song, you don't listen to it, but you like it, so go ahead and do a little one too.
Here's
But
what it is. The niggas in jail, let them be in jail. Enjoy. Um, thanks for the tune.
hot topic.
We don't have a drink of the day, but my kombucha is over there. Keep testing me, please.
Y'all, she got me comfortable in this couch now.
Sorry. This how you gonna stay up? You gonna stay awake?
Kombucha for you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Trying to get our shit together because Shayna was force feeding me tequila the other day. So,
Definitely made you take double shots.
right. You don't tell a bitch like Shayna that you said. You do not tell a bitch like Shayna that you said, bitch. Sad. You need to be drunk.
I got a phone
What
call
you mean
saying
you sad?
we got I was told we gonna need a second bottle of wine,
I said wine.
and then she
How did
proceeded
this show up with tequila? I have no idea.
because she proceeded to pop.
I did. I think she asked me
off.
one question and I went off for like 10 minutes.
And I let her
And she
have
was like,
that.
so where's the bennies at? I'm like, Loki, I'm like, damn, bitch, that's all you got to say. It's like, where do I turn in to get to this bennies? Cold blooded. Nigga right on Harlem.
We need something stronger. Much stronger.
Yeah, so.
And we got through it.
We did.
Nice laughs.
Mm-hmm. Oh, speaking of, this was actually Friday for what was it? Fuck with friends. If you have not already, make sure you follow us on IG at Unserious _ the pod. Make sure you tune in every Friday, 9 p.m. Central Standard for Fuck With Friends. We go live, and we usually have our friends or followers on the page join us on our live. So it's a good time. It's a really good time. Make sure y'all tune into that. Hot topics, the election. How are you feeling? How are you feeling today? I know it kind of rocked your world the other day, but
today, I'm in the state of sorrows and prayers.
Sorrows and prayers.
Prayers and sorrows. Yeah, I'm numb. I don't have words. I don't care.
You feel like me.
Anybody who is sitting there going like, oh, I don't want it to block your face. Oh, anybody who is sitting there like, oh, this, and all the Latinos that are sitting there now in the South because their kids are being threatened by their white neighbors who voted for Trump. Like, you really thought they liked you? You really thought they liked you? The mission is white supremacy.
Yeah.
And that's all I got to say. They were scared that they were becoming the minority, and they felt that they needed to run the score up. And that's what happened. So such is life.
Yeah. I think the the most accurate description I heard was when Richie Fontaine was like, y'all watched him run an anti-immigrant campaign and y'all still voted for him. Like y'all, it's not like he was sneaky about it. He told y'all his exact plans.
In 2016, he insulted y'all.
And no, every chance he gets, he insults you.
Every chance. But in 2016, he insulted y'all repeatedly. Y'all chose him. In 2024, he insults you and has a podcaster come on his platform, this big grand stage in the middle of New York, and do it again. And y'all still picked him. Cool.
I would just like to know the reasoning behind it. Like, for somebody who doesn't want you, it's like, so say you go over to somebody's house and they tell you, I don't want you in my house. I'm going to get you out of my house.
Why are you still there?
Stay right here. I'm going to go figure out how to get you out of my house. And then they come back
and shoot you.
And you stay in the house.
You got what you were asking for.
Why would you stay somewhere? Why would you advocate or stand for someone who doesn't want you? I want to know the logic. I want to know the logic. From any Latinos that happen across this video, I would just like y'all to drop down in the comments. I know everybody has their reasons for everything. I'm not just gonna get on here and drag y'all and just say, oh, I hope y'all get deported and blah, blah, blah. No, I want to know what y'all thought was gonna happen.
You're choosing the high road.
No, because I like to understand first.
That's true. I understand.
I want to know what y'all thought was going to come of a man telling y'all that he wants y'all out of here and he's going to make it his business to get y'all out of here. To get y'all family, y'all peoples up out of here. What then in your brain says, I need to vote for this man?
Even better, the 21% of black men.
We know why they did it.
The what is it, 8% or 18% black women?
We know why they did it. That's them niggas in the projects.
Y'all really thought he was gonna get y'all that stimmy, huh?
Yeah, they got them stimulus
when he didn't even give it to you the first time. Anyway.
Yeah.
Didi G and Halle Bailey and this whole Kai Cenat stream and her having a temporary crash out on the internet.
Baby daddies will do that to you, boy. If you ain't never crashed out in your life, get you a baby daddy.
They'll do it every fucking time.
Oh, but also, I think it's important that people understand that she wasn't just being a baby mama, or she wasn't just being a bitter baby mama.
I saw her side.
Of course, as women, we're going to see her side, but I just want to make it known that, DDG
is a great dad.
Is a great dad. Of course, we know he wouldn't knowingly put that baby in any danger. Kai would not knowingly put that baby in danger. Kai, I think, is an incredible man, incredible boy. I don't like how he had Kodak on his platform the other day. I think that there needs to be a level of sensitivity.
But that's the thing. Kai wouldn't unknowingly do it, but also the way your household is set up. Mm-hmm. And the unexpected can happen at your house. Mm-hmm. So deter him from bringing the baby.
Right. So it was like the situation was that, just the day before, a day or so before, he had Kodak Black on there. Kodak Black is struggling with some what we presume to be allegedly drug issues. Mm-hmm. And so allegedly, but he definitely was on there and popped a perk like on camera on live stream.
He just
and threw that bitch in the air and caught that shit with his mouth. Like, on one hand that was impressive. On the other hand, it was like, sir,
it was like,
you got it. Right. he said that was crazy. But yeah, so that's a day before DDG is on here with the baby. And apparently, his house, when Kodak did that, after that episode, Kai's house was swatted. So somebody alerted the authorities, and Kai's house was swatted. So when they do stuff like that, they can do it back to back. They can't swat you like 2 days in a row. So Hallie's thing was just like, or what everybody in the comments, their thing, well, the women, we were just like, okay, so what if the house would have got swatted again and my baby's there? And I felt Hallie, because it's like, it's not even about you having him there. You're his father. You can take him where you see fit. But it's the fact that you didn't even let me know. So something happens, Kai's house gets swatted, whatever. Now it's a fucked up situation. You have to call me, and I didn't know anything about it. Oh, we're going to have a real problem.
And you're telling me the worst of the worst of the situation.
We're going to have a real fucking problem. And so why not just tell me? No, he did. That was the thing. That was her issue.
Because she said she found out with the rest of the world.
Right. At least tell me that my baby is on a live stream where 30 it's a difference. And people were like, oh, well, she posts the baby all the time. It's a difference between me posting a picture that was taken 5 days ago, y'all don't even know where, versus my baby being on an active live stream in someone's house that everybody knows where he lives.
Yep.
How do y'all not get that?
The amount of men,
the male logic is just like so like,
they said she's so bitter
for what? When she left, they killed me with that shit.
They're like, oh, she a bitter baby mama, oh, this is why you need to be careful who you have your kids with. And it's just like, are we just missing the safety factor here?
They're stupid on purpose. Willful ignorance. Like, there's no way. Like, but you know, they be on Ari, because Ari will have like a party or a launch party or something, and she'll bring your son. She'll let your son be there or whatever, because you know
she's next on my hot topic list.
For real?
Yep.
She
so like she could go right in.
Right. She'll have like a launch party or something or whatever. You know, she wear her little skimpy dresses and shit.
Your
but
son
she'll
is gonna be present.
Right. She'll have her son there because he's a part of her accomplishments or whatever. And they be dragging her like, why would she have her son in the club? Because she's rented out the entire club, so it's nothing but her family and her friends there.
The fuck?
You can do that when you have money.
The fuck?
But they drag her for shit like that in a controlled environment, and Kai's house is really not that controlled anymore.
No, not at all.
So yeah, it's willful ignorance. You know, we can't win with these niggas.
Can't. Yeah, so Ari, so you know that on TikTok and Instagram there's a trend going around, the suspect challenge.
Oh yes, I did.
So Ari did it, and
I want to do that.
So she only did 2. So she says suspect is mad. No, Yosan started it and
he
said
he gave up first.
Suspect what is
rather stay outside.
Suspect goes out with money rather than being with me, or something to that effect. Basically saying she's going to choose her man over her child.
But when I heard it, I had to go back and listen to it again. But when I heard it, I heard suspect would rather be outside. I didn't hear him say anything about money.
I heard money.
I didn't hear him say that. I just heard him say suspect would rather be outside than be at home with her beautiful child.
Either way.
So I feel like people threw that in there and assumed that he mad because you spend more time with Moneybag Yo than you do with him, which is a lie, because she always has your son.
She does. And
only time she don't have him is when she working.
I think she made that little boy cry.
She did.
Because she said, suspect is mad because I don't want to be with his daddy no more.
That was funny. It was funny, but also
it was funny, but it was a little triggering, because I was like, God damn, why you have to come for the 6-year-old like that? Or is he 7?
I don't know, but it's like, I don't feel like it was wrong in terms of like his feelings or anything like that. Unless there's something that's really, really, really sore for him.
I think, yeah. And I think that's the issue.
Yeah.
I think it's a sore spot for him.
I just want her to stop talking about him. That'd be my only thing.
And that's what I agree. I feel like every chance she gets, she finds a way to bring her up in
a conversation.
Yeah. Bring him up or something. It's just like, girl, let them just.
And then it's like, mad because I don't want to be with his dad no more. Why not say mad because me and his dad not together no more.
Right.
Why you always gotta make it known that you don't want to be with his daddy?
Because it's not the truth.
That's how I feel.
It's not the truth.
Or at least that's what it gives. And, you know, I'm Team Ari. She's a Cancer. She's from Chicago. I'm Team Ari, but it gives very much, I have to let it be known that her still want me and I don't want him. Which does not give real.
It's giving pick me energy.
Because as far as we know, we don't see him doing the most. And throughout all of this, all the drama and everything, we've never seen him doing the most. Like, I have no doubt in my mind. Like, she's always made little comments about he still be trying to fuck and stuff like that. Yeah, because niggas from Chicago still be fucking their baby mamas. Like, that's a given. But except me. But like, that's a given. Of course niggas gonna try to fuck, but in terms of really wanting you, we've never seen him go to hell and back for you the way he does for Taina. Woo. Sorry, but we've never seen that. So for that reason alone, I would not be sitting up acting like this man still wants me.
She didn't treat him right.
Who?
Ari abused the hell out of him, and it was all over social media. Like,
they abused each other.
They abused each other, but it was just like they weren't a good fit for each other because they were that typical toxic hood Chicago love story that it looks good, but it's toxic and it's not safe. And he chose growth and he chose to move on. Did he go about it right? Probably not. But
that, I don't know. I guess that's open for interpretation. But from what I've always heard from people that were around them was that, you know, he was just a man. Like, he was just a nigga. He wanted to do whatever he wanted to do. He started getting a little buzz in the streets. You know, I've always heard that she held him down. She supported him. She, you know, helped him get his music out there and shit like that. And she was wherever he was, she was there supporting. I've always heard that.
Well, I heard that and I saw that because she always stood beside him.
But before
it just was angry.
Before even the camera time on the cell phones and shit.
Yeah, I knew somebody who went to high school with her, but and like, that's what they told me, and I was like, well,
but like
people change.
I just think it was one of the things, you know, he came up or whatever, and they weren't the same people. She was bitter because of everything that she had gone through with him and everything like that. And then there's apparently the story is that they had your son. She went through a really serious bout with postpartum, which is part of the reason why she doesn't want to have another child right now. And that is when he started fucking around with Taina. So shit just wasn't done the right way, and some of the anger and bitterness you understand, but at this point it's like, my thing with her is just like, I hate to see people in seemingly happy relationships who have moved on and gotten a partner that is really trying to show up and make up for that past trauma that you experienced, and you still stuck in that space. You still bringing this man up for what? That's my thing. That's why I've taken my time to get into serious relationships, because I know that I'm still not completely 100% healed. Will I ever be? I don't know. But I do want to be very careful not to take my baggage into my next situation, because even when I'm dating and I'm talking to guys, I'm monitoring how much I talk about my past or the shit that I've been through. Like, if I say this nigga name more than 3 times while we together, that makes me feel away. I have an issue with that. So I don't understand how people do that.
I agree.
So I hope she can like really heal and enjoy her new relationship. Well, it's not even new. They've been together for years now at this point.
This is a fact.
But yeah.
So,
but also, you know, there's buzz. There's rumors about that situation ain't what it should be.
I heard that too.
So maybe that's it. Maybe because she did go a long time without mentioning her. So maybe that's what it is. Like, shit not too good in the new situation, and so now she kind of reminiscing on the old.
It's always spin the block season.
Ain't no damn spin the block season. That's some shit
I'm
y'all
going
made
in
up, bro. Shit
circles,
me.
round and round.
I think everybody should be done spinning the block. You know what? I can't even say that because
I spun
of the fucking successful. Everybody seeing Nelly and Ashanti and who else?
I love it there.
Baby, I could never.
I love it there.
I love that for them. As far as me, I'm not waiting 30 years for you to decide that you want to be a fucking man.
Who else spun the block and had success?
You gonna put a baby on me? I was on my way to living on the islands. You want to put a baby on me? Sounds familiar, right? Wow, that's crazy.
You said it.
That I was talking. I was just talking, and I'm like, wait a minute.
When you said, "Damn, sounds familiar," huh?
She got just like I did. That's crazy. He said, "Where you going, bitch?" I'm trying to get out of there.
Oh God.
No, I'm happy for them now.
Yeah.
I hope you do right.
DJ Envy and his daughter.
Oh,
and Halloween.
Did I send that to you?
No, but I seen it and it pissed me off.
Cause I think I meant for that to be a topic last week, but yeah, I'm glad you brought it back up.
Why, on God's green earth? First of all, as someone who grew up in the Lil' Kim era, I danced to Lil' Kim songs. What is it? The Jump Off. I lived in Kentucky when that song came out, and I was on the step team, and we stepped in the local parade to that song. Had a whole step dance routine, all of that. That is a more appropriate song and video for a little girl who loves Lil' Kim. That's more appropriate. To sit here, you playing Biggie, she got on the little swimsuit with the size cut out with the red wig, green wig, purple wig with the lip. That's inappropriate. And you're giving pervert, pedophile.
What I didn't understand was, I didn't understand why they didn't just have the wife play her.
Exactly.
I don't understand why they didn't just have the wife play Lil'
because
Kim.
I can bet money. This
everything
is not the
else,
Lil' Kim
the whole shit was well, the production, the choreo, everything was well thought out.
It could have been the wife.
It could have been the wife, and like, but there at this point, I don't know. There's something about Envy. I feel like
he been a creep.
Not even a creep, but just like there's something about him. Every now and again, he does shit for a shock factor. I was gonna
say that it's like he's becoming too quiet because Charlemagne is always going to be in the spotlight because Charlemagne is just literally authentically the asshole, and he learned how to take what he says and his thoughts and he learned how to prosper off of it. Whereas DJ Envy can often fall in the back a lot of the time. So yeah, I definitely agree. He got to hit people with some shock value every now and again.
Yeah, I don't know. I gotta look and see what his sign is. But yeah, he just every now and again he just do some off the wall shit just so people could be talking about him, and it's like, bro.
I just want to put my one hand.
You don't get tired of this shit.
I want to put one hand around his neck and one hand around his ankle and just stretch him.
Why? What the fuck? What the fuck? Huh?
Guys, you don't shut your short yellow ass up.
For real.
And just stretch him till he pops like a rubber band.
That's deep.
That's deep. Maybe that Sagittarius psycho serial killer might be real.
It's good.
Y'all, these people think the black people are playing. They think this is a trend. No, this is the end. Okay, it's over. We're done with. We're done. You guys are cooked, and you're cooked alone. You're by your fucking selves. When Trump is inaugurated on January 20th, we will not be on the fucking front lines of anything. You might have some black pick-me people might go over there and protest with you, but I know my black ass won't. I will not. Okay, I just researched it, and I found out that I can. I Googled it, and I found out that I can. No, I've looked into it, and I found out that I can. I can't because you didn't have our fucking backs. You know, allyship is transactional. When I have your back, you have mine. Okay, that's how it works. It's transactional. It's reciprocal. Okay, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. You didn't scratch our backs. You didn't have our backs. You left us fucking behind, and you left us fucking for granted. You left us on the battlefield by our fucking selves. So now, deal with the consequences of your fucking actions. Don't ask me for shit. Don't ask me to protest. Don't ask me to petition. Don't ask me to do a motherfucking thing. But mind my own black ass fucking business. Okay? Y'all played in our fucking face. Y'all pretended like y'all cared about black lives. And the sad thing about it is, it wasn't like we weren't going to hold Kamala accountable. We said that if we elect Kamala Harris, we will hold her accountable and we will try to do our best and our damnness to try to get a ceasefire. Even Kamala Harris agreed on a ceasefire and a two-state solution, and that still wasn't enough for you. Trump did not believe in any of these things. So whatever happens, happens. It's not that black people won't have empathy. It's not that black people won't feel bad for you. But the sad thing is, you might have to hurt in order to actually understand it. You might have to feel it to understand it. And the sad thing about it is, black people aren't wishing harm on anybody. We were trying to stop you from being subjected to the violence that we're subjected to every fucking day of our damn lives. This is nothing new to us. You didn't hurt us. You hurt your own fucking self. And that's the part that you don't understand. We loved you enough to tell you we don't want to see you go through what we go through every day on a daily fucking basis. But yet you did not want to listen. You didn't want to listen. We tried to help you. That's the part that you don't understand. We loved you enough so that you wouldn't have to go through what we go through on a daily fucking basis. We tried to warn you. Now you have to reap what the fuck you sowed. And for any pick-me motherfucking black person that wants to stitch this fucking video, you pick-me ass bitch. Shut the fuck up. If you want to take your ass on the front line, you do that, but you are not going to guilt trip my motherfucking black ass on no motherfucking battlefield to die for somebody who did not want to do the bare minimum, which was free, was vote for Kamala Harris. Don't ask me to do shit. Fuck you.
Sorrows and prayers, and sorrows.
Sorrows and prayers. And like I said, I hope that it works out. I really, really do.
Yeah. That's literally just, he said it all. I don't even gotta say nothing else. Mm-hmm. Sorrows and prayers and sorrows. I'm going to sip my lemonade from Portillo's.
Mm-hmm. Literally.
I think you've probably seen this video, but oh shoot, hold on. When you're so I need you to start over. Thank you very much. Oh, God.
But I want to know how it is you voted for Donald Trump when you're so into facts, because his entire campaign is not based in facts. It was all based in propaganda and emotion.
I voted for Donald Trump for one reason only. His policies, if implemented, would slow the dispossession of whites in the United States. If he were to deport all illegal immigrants, if he were to think very hard about letting in any Muslims. All of this would slow the rate at which whites are becoming a minority.
Why are you so worried about the white dispossession of America?
Because I want my people to survive. Is that so strange? We don't control China. We don't control any place where whites are not a majority. And if we become a minority, we will not control our own destiny anymore.
I grew up in this country as a minority, as the children of immigrants. I was their first child born in America. And while I didn't have much possession or didn't much control, I really enjoyed myself. And I think that if you ask a lot of Americans, they would say that I had a lot to offer this country. You know, according to you, I guess I would be perpetuating the dispossession of white America.
That is true. That is true.
Would you say that you wouldn't want me in this country?
At some point, when my ancestors built this nation, they did not build it with the intention of giving it away to Mexicans or Chinese or Haitians or to anyone else.
Do you consider, you keep saying your ancestors built this country, you consider that a fact?
Who else built it?
Black people, Native Americans, Chinese people who came and built the railroads.
Do you think none of that could have been
Italian people?
But they're Europeans, aren't they?
Do you think none of that could have been? Are you dumb?
Yes, he is.
I'm sorry. I can't even get mad at this shit no more because like y'all are really fucking stupid. How do y'all? What fascinates me is how do y'all get to certain levels in y'all lives, like in y'all careers? How do y'all make so much money being so fucking stupid? Like
A black slave
what?
invented the cotton wheel to help the picking the cotton easier.
So you seeing
A
all the
black
all the
person
400-500 years of work that we did that y'all had to
a black
gather
person
us,
built your house
the
that your
millions of
family
us.
grew up in on that plantation.
Wait, you saying that y'all could have done what y'all had us, what y'all rounded up millions of us from different parts of the globe to do? Y'all could have did that shit yourselves. Y'all just took the time, the energy. Because remember, during the slave trade, it wasn't just slaves dying. These white people were dying on these ships
First of
to
all,
come get us. And you telling me that y'all could have did all this shit without going through any of that, without sailing the seas for 6 months?
and foremost, when y'all got on that boat and risked y'all lives to go steal people from their home countries because they had the herbs, they had everything to extend your lifespan. You knew what you was doing. Everything down to your life expectancy increase comes from black and brown and immigrants.
And that's what's so crazy because, like, imagine a world without us. Imagine a world without us. Y'all would not have survived as long as y'all did as the majority had it not been for us.
Half of science, black people. Half of technology, black people. A majority of both of those that I just named. Medicine, hair care, all of that. Everything in your house was invented by a black person, an Asian person,
or a black thought at the very least. At the very least, a black thought.
Because it gets stolen.
Right. Before it even goes into production.
It gets stolen.
So at the very least, it came from a black thought.
Down to the whiskey you drink. Black people. The rum you like when you go on vacation. Black people.
And they know it. That's why they, as much as they hate us, they can't stay from around us.
What you say the other day? That's why y'all got moonshine. That's why that I like to drink, but still.
Girl. Yeah, that's wild. Q&A, or you want to do question of the day?
Let's do a Q&A.
So I have my PTSD workbook.
Okay.
So if you're just tuning in, a couple weeks ago I was diagnosed with PTSD by my therapist, and she gave me this workbook. So I thought it would be cool to like do some of the exercises on the pod.
I'm so scared.
Let's see.
I'm scared.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay, Sugarfoot.
I feel like it's just gonna confirm kind of what I already know.
Okay, we could do understanding your trauma.
Okay.
What is the nature of your trauma? Your trauma. The objective is to identify the specific nature of your trauma. What do you think the nature of your trauma is?
Neglect.
Okay.
Neglect.
Were you exposed to the experience of trauma directly? That's neglect. Okay.
Yeah.
Were you a witness to this traumatic event or experience?
No.
You were. You were a witness if you experienced it. So you witnessed it.
Yeah.
Were you told about it from someone else?
Like that.
Like did somebody else point it out?
Yes.
Okay. Were you exposed to it repeatedly?
Yes.
Okay. What is the nature of your trauma? Choose those that apply. Oh, okay. So it actually gives you a list of trauma. Oh. So physical assault, serious illness, military combat, sexual abuse. That would be mine. Physical assault for me as well. Let's see.
I was a bystander. to the physical assault.
Okay, so yeah, that still counts as well because you were a witness. Accident, which was me as well because I was actually attacked by a Rottweiler when I was 4.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, child abuse, yeah. Natural disaster, no.
What is murder?
That would be physical assault.
So physical assault then for me.
Unemployment.
Yeah, that's
So
been
yeah,
a factor.
you can have trauma from that.
Mm-hmm.
Refugee situation, job loss.
Yeah.
Financial crash.
Currently.
But I think financial crash is more in terms of like were you directly impacted by like the stock market crashing,
no. Okay,
things
never
like
mind.
that.
Job loss. Let's go with that.
Yeah. Sudden and unexpected death of a loved one.
That one.
Yeah.
That.
So yeah, we kind of make out a few on this list.
Wowzers.
How does the experience of trauma disrupt you? How does it affect your personal life? How does it affect your social, professional, and family life?
Professionally, it doesn't affect me because I wear a mask. And I know how to leave my emotions outside. I know how when I'm at work because I'm dealing with other people, I'm touching and healing people. So I always learned how to separate my emotions from healing, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, did it say personally?
Personal life, yeah.
Personal life. In my personal life, that's probably the main reason that I am. When we talked about it on the live, I said I'm sneaky. I think that's my main contribution as to why I'm sneaky.
Mm-hmm.
I had to be. It's a protective thing because kids go through a lying phase and you correct it, but I it's a way to correct it. And parents at that time, they knew what was in them. They knew in that moment how to handle it, but it didn't make it right.
Mm-hmm.
I was ridiculed. I was just, and then when I'm telling the truth and everybody's still saying you're lying, that's still till this day when I know that I'm telling you the full unfiltered truth, whether you want to hear it or not, and you're still sitting there and telling me I'm lying.
Mm-hmm.
That don't piss me off. That's the quickest way for me to just I see red and I will attack.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why I'm sneaky.
Okay. I think for me, I think my trauma disrupts every facet of my life. I don't get close to people very often because just, everybody I've ever allowed to get close to me has, done some fuck shit with the exception of a handful of people. But also that is why I've had the same, like I told you about that the other day. I've literally had the same friends with the exception of Shayna and maybe one or two other people. I've had the same friends for 30 years. Like my best friends that you would see me with all the time. I've been friends with them. I think Shamika was the least, the shortest time. And I've been friends with her for almost 20 years. Mm-hmm. Everybody else was like 25 years, 30 years. Like, I've had these same friends, which to me speaks to, my loyalty and just longevity and the fact that I don't consider everyone a friend, everybody that I may hang out with a friend. But that is also why. Professionally, I would say it does affect me in a way that, again, we talk about the trust thing, the trust issues or whatever. Mm-hmm. I'm very big on separating friends from like professionally. Like you're one of the few that I've made an exception for. Like you were a client turned friend or whatever, right. But I don't do that with everybody. I don't like, and also, yeah, I just don't really believe in hanging out with my clients and stuff. Like, there's a lot of clients I don't like. I don't like when my clients follow my personal page from my professional page either. Stuff like that. Just
I definitely agree.
sharing those certain spaces. Also, as far as my 9 to 5, as far as my career, I don't hang out with my coworkers as outside of work. I don't add them on social media. Like literally, when I start a job, I will look people up on social media just
And
to block
block
them.
them.
Yeah, just so you don't come across my page. Like, it's that serious for me. I don't
Agreed.
Yeah, I don't do the chill buddy thing
At work.
at work. Yeah. I just don't trust people like that.
Agreed.
Yeah, I always feel like people got it out for me. Or just not even like people got it out for me. Like if one day you just decide to switch up, I let you come out with me or some shit, and then you come back to work and you get telling people, oh yeah, she was letting some nigga lick whipped cream off her titties in the club. Like, bro.
Why are you telling my business?
Right.
Damn. That sounds nice, huh?
But yeah. Oh, right.
I agree though. I
yeah.
definitely agree.
I don't do that with everybody. As far as my family life, yeah, I think my trauma is still affecting my family life. It definitely affects my kids, how I deal with my kids, my overprotective nature. My son, when my son's dad decided that he wanted to stay away, I was just like, I feel like I wasn't as upset as I should have been. Because number one, I'm like, okay, oh yeah, that's trauma for real. Because I'm like, at least I don't have to go through what I go through.
Your detachment is lethal.
Yeah, I'm extremely detached.
Because like you'll be like, okay.
Like anything else? Like no, but like I was like like grateful that I don't have to go through the same shit with him that I had to go through with Maya's dad. Like,
yeah.
Thank you for leaving me the fuck alone. Like,
please and thank you.
Thank you. Like, I don't know. It's kind of weird and it's kind of fucked up. I was telling dude ass that last week. Like, but your kid needs a father. Like, why? I'm like, what more do you want me to do? He gonna do it when he feel like doing it. He not gonna do it when he don't feel like doing it. That's the luxury that y'all get as men.
Mommy's baby, daddy's maybe. My mom.
Fuck that, mommy's baby.
My mom. That's the end. Right. But that's the quote that my mom told me when I got pregnant.
That's what they say, but for me, it's always been mommy's baby. Fuck all that other shit. Like,
yeah.
I'm not concerned with what you do and what you don't do.
But you don't get to pick and choose when you're going to
do it.
You don't get to pick and choose when you want to walk in and walk out, walk in and walk out.
Not at all.
If you're here, you're here. And when you decide to leave, stay gone.
That's it. And I'm definitely not going through that with Wynn, because I did that with Maya, and I left the door open. I allowed him to walk in whenever he felt like it or whatever, and go back and forth. And I see the damage that it did. Like, firsthand, I see it. I was left with that damage. I was left to pick up the pieces. So
you were the punching bag,
right? I still am the punching bag. So it's like, yeah, I'm not going through that with Wynn. You opted out. You stay out. There's no resubscribing.
Yeah.
What changes in your behavior have you noticed?
I'm very. So it takes a lot to get me angry. Let me preface with that. It takes a lot to get me angry. But like certain things about my trauma, when I notice it, it triggers me faster. I like having a good time, and I like being loud. Like, especially, we have us a couple drinks. We be a little bit, our octaves go a little higher. We might be yelling to get our little point across, but we cackling and it's a good time, right? But I don't like confrontation. I don't like yelling, and I don't like physical altercations. So when it's like, how you could feel yourself bubbling to that point, I get it takes a lot to get me there, but I still can get there faster than when I was younger. I wasn't even a fighter, but through things that I've been through, I'd be like, all right, you got one more time. I guess you can say in some sense that does affect my professional work a little bit, because like with like my coworkers and stuff, because behind the scenes in the break room, I'm like, bro, so everybody's working, everybody gets a 30-minute break. Somebody really couldn't just throw the fucking load into the motherfucking washer.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd be like, you know what? Fuck it. And then I have a little stank attitude. So I guess you can't say, but like I have small triggers and I get mad really easy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I'm very possessive.
Okay.
What's mine is mine. Don't touch what's mine, and don't fuck with what's mine.
Mm.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
It turned into a possession thing. So yeah.
Okay.
That's it. And when you fuck with my shit, I'm gonna fuck you up.
I am the exact opposite. I've always been high-headed. I've always had a temper. I've always had an attitude. I've always been a fighter. Like, I enjoy fighting. Like, thoroughly. I would never duck no smoke. But I think that the changes in my behavior. Stop laughing, Shayna, because everybody be like, it's so funny because Oshara always talk about how like how her mom always thought I was the innocent friend, and she be like, "What the fuck you talking about? Tempest be whooping ass. Why? Tempest is a menace. Why do you think that? Like, I love everybody. I love on everybody, but leave me alone."
You heard it here first. Leave her.
Leave me the fuck alone, because when I start, I don't know how to stop. And do not tell me what you're going to do to me. Do not threaten me. Do not threaten me with a good time. I am not the person that you could be. Bitch, when I see you, I chased this bitch for 8 blocks down North Avenue just because she called me 3 weeks ago and told me she was going to whoop my ass.
When she saw you?
And I saw her before she saw me. I chased that bitch for 8 blocks. You said you was going to whoop my ass.
So what's up?
I'ma need that right now. I don't give a fuck where you just came from. I need that right now. So I think the change comes in where now I have lost quite a few of my fucks. And so I just don't care anymore. Like, I don't. I guess it's for the better, actually. Like, a lot of shit don't get to me like it used to. A lot of shit is just like, a lot of shit rolls off of me. Now, 2 things I still don't stand for are, just fucking with me and threatening me, lying on me, things like that. My kids, we talked about that the other day. I don't play with my kids, my money, or my name. My kids, my money, or my name. That's the fastest way to get me locked up. You can fuck with them 3 things: my kids, my money, or my name. Because I've worked hard to build my name and to be who I am today, and I did it all by myself. I did it. I literally got it out the mud. Like, motherfuckers see certain shit and they think I come from certain shit. Yeah, my mama always like provided us with a quality lifestyle, but she also didn't do handouts at all. She don't co-sign on shit. She don't play about her name the same way I don't play about mine. She don't co-sign on shit. She don't do handouts, none of that shit. So everything I got it on my own. So what you not about to do is play with me, lie on my name. None of that shit.
Agreed.
But today, everything else outside of those 3 things, I'll be like, yo, okay, cool. I have no fucks.
None.
Fresh out of fucks. Because I think a lot of the time, and that must be it, because a lot of the time I spent fighting for shit. Like, I'm talking about flinging bitches over that nigga, and like, for what? So I can acknowledge that I spent a lot of time fighting for the wrong things. And that's why present day you can't pay me to give a fuck. Oh yeah, the last one was, how long after the trauma have you had these problems? But
that happened in 2018.
Mm-hmm.
That happened in 2018. I think I know how to calm myself down quicker, but since 2018, so 6 years. Um, it's just something like when I feel myself boiling, and when I feel myself about to react to something, or I feel myself getting triggered, I isolate.
Yeah.
I will isolate.
Same.
People won't hear from me. One of my coping mechanisms is social media. So if you see me posting but you don't hear from me, I'm going through emotion.
Yeah. I'm the same way in that respect. I definitely big on isolating because I can be, a lot of people have had the same comment about me being intolerant. So I'm quick to cut people off over the slightest thing, and sometimes it causes me to like leave relationships, leave friendships and things, um, without too much explanation or anything like that. Because I'm a person, I just don't believe in explaining to grown motherfuckers what they doing. You know what you doing. And the last thing I'm finna do is sit here and try to explain some shit to you for you to try and make me feel like I'm crazy or I just made this up and pulled this out of my ass.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna talk to you about it one time. If you act like you don't see it or you don't feel the need to correct it, I'm gone. That's me typically. Now I will take the time to isolate.
And see if you tripping or not.
Yeah. So yeah.
You give yourself about 36 hours and then be like,
No, I give myself 6 months. I will stop talking to you for like 6 months. She said 36 hours. Baby, 36 months. 36 weeks. Oh, you think I'm coming right back? No. I need time. She said 36 hours.
well, there it is, folks.
No, baby, I need 6 months.
That's fair. That's still fair. That's still fair. That's still fair.
I'm working on it.
Now, if you would have said 6 years, I would have been like, well, damn.
No, I did stop talking to one of my friends for like 5-6 years.
That's quite a stretch. Quite a stretch.
Cause like, but I'm also a person, I believe, like, you know, my situation, you know, things differ, they vary. I had one friend, we got into an actual physical altercation. We were thick as thieves, like we were so close. We traveled the world together and everything. And one day, just randomly, we were drinking at a party, and then we ended up like fighting, like fist fighting on the way home. And it was so random because we had never had a confrontation or anything. Nothing previously. But then we separated. We stopped talking for like maybe 2 years. And I came to realize that in that time, I was just trying to build T Travels. I was just trying to build my brand. And us together, she had things that she was trying to do. Us together, we became really unfocused. We weren't doing no work. We were supposed to be working together. She was supposed to be working with me on T Travels, and we just weren't getting anything done. But we were traveling, spending money, you know, partying, drinking, all this stuff, and that was really all that we were doing. And when we came back together, I told her, I'm like, you know, at the time it seemed really random, but I feel like God had to pull us apart so that we could actually get some things done, so that we could actually accomplish some goals, because we wasn't doing shit. We weren't doing shit together. We were having a great time. That was it.
Oh, I see the memories.
Yeah. We were having
I see the memories. Yeah. I'd be like, y'all really was outside.
Yeah, we were having a time, but yeah, like
we had a time last night.
Every night. We wasn't doing shit. I wasn't taking care of Maya like I should have been. I wasn't spending as much time with, and I won't say taking care, but I wasn't spending as much time with her as I should have been. And especially during that time. Also, I was still grieving. I was still like,
yeah,
trying to get past my divorce and everything. So like, it was all of that. And like, yeah, so, you know, Maya's going through it too, but I'm distancing myself from her, trying to get myself together and stuff. But it's like, yeah, it was just a bunch of unnecessary stuff. But yeah, so things like that, I feel like things like that happen so that you can take a step back, grow up. We definitely have some growing to do and stuff like that. So now we can come back together and have a good time and enjoy each other, and, you know, in moderation, and still focus on what we need to focus on, do what we need to do. We're both in totally different head spaces. She is definitely more serious, more business minded. She had a child.
Yes.
And so yeah, it's yeah. So I appreciate things like that. Yeah, big up her. I appreciate things like that for sure.
Yeah. That leads me into a question that I've had this question for a few weeks now, just because I feel like I've been going through it. And then, especially with the election, um, when it comes to any type of relationship, well, I think you just answered it, but like grieving friendships, grieving relationships, and family things, how do you, do you feel like now you approach it different? Like you had a friendship
Mm-hmm.
that you just came back into.
Mm-hmm.
And what was your process when you were grieving that one, the more recent one?
I think that the hardest part was just getting used to not like talking to this person every day, like
Mhm.
hearing from that person every day. But once I got past that, it was just like I'm really good about like making the most of my time. So I feel like if I have time away from somebody, and I'm really big on listening to God. So when certain things happen, especially if it's something that makes me feel away, I ask God like, what is it that I'm missing? What am I not seeing? Like, why is this happening? And so in most cases like that, it's like, okay, you got off the plan. You got unfocused. What were you doing with this person this whole time? What did you accomplish while y'all were together? And so when it's something like that, it's just I spend most of that time getting back focused, getting back to what it is that I know I want for myself and for my
Yeah.
family. And so 9 times out of 10, when it comes to reconnecting,
Mhm.
in most cases you won't see me initiate that, because by that point I'm so deep in my bag, I'm so zoned out on getting things accomplished that I won't say that I forgot about this person, but the situation will definitely take a back burner.
Yeah. That makes sense.
What about you?
Um, I don't know. I'm still I'm still one of my older friends, her page popped up and I was like, "Oh, let me just go look." And we actually had ended up falling out after she got married.
Mm.
And I go and I look and she's pregnant and I'm just like it kind of like stung a little bit.
Mm.
But I also had to sit and remind myself. I had to remind myself of why we disconnected. I had to remind myself I have a cousin who I'm still around, even though we don't speak like on the phone or nothing. But because she's my cousin and her mom is still like, no, I don't care what you say. Y'all still gonna be around each other in a public setting. It's just like it still kind of hurts because that was another cousin who I was into these years I was close to, and now it's like I be sitting with a stranger,
Mm.
and that's probably the one that still it still just be like, dang, like, but she's stubborn. She's a Capricorn.
Mm.
She's stubborn. She gonna stay stubborn. So I had to accept it for what it is. Like
Mm.
whatever she may be going through, she's probably going through, but she's not choosing. I opened the door so many times, like, well, hey, I want to have a conversation or I want to talk about it,
Mm.
and she blatantly turns it down. So what else can I do if you're constantly turning it down, right? Um, so it's kind of still sad. I think that's why, like, those three, it was a group, and they kind of hit me with a intervention in the group chat. They told me that, I was the drama, which we found out I am the drama. Um,
A little bit, she is.
they told me I'm the drama. They told me I like to that, they just really were attacking my character, and I don't think it's what they were saying. It was the delivery and the timing, and I wasn't ready to receive it the way that they threw it at me.
Mm-hmm.
And I I suck at communication in all aspects.
Mm.
I really suck at communication. So it was just like when they attacked me and I didn't like it. I didn't like how they attacked me and I received it the way I chose to, instead of saying, "Hey guys, can we talk? Can we revisit this? And can we talk about it in a more, controlled, neutral setting in person?" I removed myself and I isolated myself, and I didn't go back. So, now I'm older. I mean, am I mourning or grieving it per se? I guess no, because when one or two persons, I'm like, they really weren't. They didn't add or subtract from my life.
Mm-hmm.
But the one person who I felt really added just to the peace of mind
Mm-hmm.
and the little stress reliever, she's the only one that I'm like, dang, I wish we could get back to how it used to be. Everybody else could kiss my ass though.
Everybody else kiss my ass though.
Yeah.
I don't know. That should be the motto. Everybody else kiss my ass though.
Pick a cheek.
So my question of the day. Oh, it fell right in line, didn't it? Craziest reason you stopped talking to someone.
Someone like what? A friend?
Either or, friend or relationship.
You go first, because I'm still thinking.
I think as far as a friend, I don't really ever I don't fall out with people for no reason. I don't.
That's my thing.
I don't fall out with my friends for no reason. Niggas, I stopped talking to a nigga over anything. I stopped talking to this dude the other day because he couldn't spell.
Ooh, why are you in my head?
I'm talking about, matter of fact, let me see if I still got this message. And y'all tell me if I should have stopped talking to this nigga for real.
Why are you in my head?
Because
I
hate that shit.
That is my quickest deal breaker. Grammatical error.
I need you to get it together if you gonna
grammatical error.
Yeah.
You saying am instead of I'm.
Well, that's a foreign thing though.
It's not just a foreign thing. Americans do it too, and I'm like, you really sat there and thought that was okay. You really sat there with your back ass.
Okay, look, he said, well, originally we were having a bonfire tonight for our old class reunion, but it's kind of raining lightly often.
What do you mean lightly often? First of all, what's a bonfire?
Exactly.
Bombs over Baghdad. What? What? And likely often? Lightly often?
He said raining lightly often. Oh, no, he said raining lightly often on. I think he meant off and on, but didn't realize it was off and on. So his entire life, he's gone through life thinking it was often on. I never responded to that. That was what, Saturday? That was last Saturday.
And you sat there. Siri corrects it. And if you upgrade it to iOS 18, you got AI and she corrects it.
Often on. Bonfire.
Bomb. Like bomb.
Bonfire.
Not a bonfire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he would have got, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, no,
if I gotta think too hard or struggle to read your messages,
we're
not gonna get far.
I had this CTA train conductor who used to say, "Good morning. I was thinking about you. Have an good day. Not have a good day. Have an.
I wouldn't have cut him off for that.
No, it just got to the point where every time he texted, I had to sit and
I'm not finna decipher. I'm not finna decode your messages. Like
it hurts.
I'm not doing it.
It hurts. It hurts my head.
I'm not doing it.
It hurts. It hurts.
Somebody hurts.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Get it right the first time. Yeah, that'll be it. That's the deal breaker. And smell.
Oh, for sure. That's number one.
Yeah. Smells, body odors.
I remember I went on a date with this dude, and I should have known, like,
dick size.
Oh, but no. So I went. This is the first like big nigga that I talked to. This is right after my divorce or whatever. I'm like, I need to change it up. I need to try something different. So he completely wasn't my type. He was real big. Like he was probably like 6'3", probably about 300 pounds, right? But he was cool. He was funny. He was always cracking jokes and shit. I don't know. I wasn't even having any intention of dating him because I knew he wasn't my type. I was just like, we can go out and hang out or whatever. And of course, he was immediately really handsy. I don't like that. We talked about that before. Was that on the live? I hate that.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I got in his car, he had like a red, what was it, a Challenger or a Mustang? Might have been a Mustang, fully loaded. And he's a big dude. He's like packed up in this car, and I get in and I close the door,
However,
and all I smelled was breath.
it's
Like,
better than a Tahoe. Tahoe be smelling like booty.
what do Tahoes think?
I don't know, but every time I see a nigga in a Tahoe, it stink.
So,
That's why I said it's better than a Tahoe, but you smell breath. Y'all was too close. Y'all was too close.
So, yeah, it was just like his breath was off the chain.
You just reminded me. I will deter my clients from coming back to see me if because you know when you're face down, I tell everybody to take a deep breath in through their nose and exhale out through their mouth, and they go,
oh my God,
and it hits the floor and it ricochets up. And so when the session is done, I'd be like, yeah, drink some water and have a good day. Have a good weekend.
have a good life.
Have
a good life. Take them off my books.
And then
I'm not available
pissed because they show up next month like clockwork, and I'd be like,
I'm not available. Oh, we were talking about how your trauma affects you. That's what I was thinking of, and I couldn't think of it at the time. But how your trauma affects your professional life. I think that's a large part of the reason why I don't take money from everyone. I don't take money from everyone. All money ain't good money, and I'll be fine without it.
I will struggle.
I will not work with you if I don't fuck with you. Especially if you did some fuck shit. Like, there are people that are on my no-fly list. Like, you could never register for another package. If you go in and register for a package, I will refund you. Dead ass. Like,
agreed.
I do not take money from everybody. So I think that's a trauma response to, just being mistreated and people thinking that that they can give me some money or give me something, and that'll just be like, that'll make up for it. So I go out of my way to prove that I don't need their money or I don't need their business.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah. Back to that breath. Yeah, it was just so nasty. It's just the fact
that it ricochets off of the floor and it hits my nose.
Like, how hard is it? Y'all smell it. That's what bothers me about, in general, your breath, your body, anything.
You can taste
it.
You
smell that.
No, not even you smell it. Before you smell it, you can taste it. You can taste
Probably just BO in general. You smell it. If I smell it, you smell it. You living with it. I know you smell it.
Do better.
I hate it.
Do better.
Do better. What's your jam?
My jam. I've been going old school a little bit. I just be listening to different stuff. Like, if I hear it on a reel, I'll be like jamming to it. My jam is from Desiree. It's old. You gotta be.
Desiree.
I'm
like Desiree.
You gotta be strong. You gotta be fast. Yeah, that was my song in was it kindergarten?
Kindergarten. Goddamn.
So I went to an after school program called Family Matters. So they pick us up from school, and then we used to do a lot of we used to do a bunch of different stuff. Like, it was like, when you think of out of the box, you think Family Matters. Like, it was always something. What they did was a building kind of like this. So you had the basement, which was for like the teenage boys. You had the first floor and the second floor. The second floor, they turned the living room into like a library. And then they had an attic, which was the girls' space. and then the first floor was kind of like the neutral play area, and every room was like something different. Arts and crafts, the drama room, make believe. It was just fun. We used to have talent shows, and that was a song that we had to learn.
Oh yeah.
All the girls learned it, and ever since I was a kid, that song, anytime that I'm really feeling defeated, I cut that song on and I sit and I talk to myself and I be like, all right, bitch, you fucking up.
That is a really good inspo song.
Let's get it together. Because this is what the world thinks of you and you can't prove them wrong. So you got to be strong. You got to be wise. You got to be fast. Get this shit together. And it just helps me to snap out of it.
Okay. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Still listening to Residuals. No, but I came across 4-5 Seconds today. And I think at the time that they dropped it, it's Rihanna, Kanye, and who is that? Phil Collins, I think. Is it Phil Collins?
I think I missed over that one. I don't know that
Phil
song.
Collins?
I don't think I know that song.
Paul McCartney, sorry. 4-5 Seconds.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it popped up in my playlist today. And I really, that was like a moment for me because I'm like, yeah, this is exactly how I'm feeling. Like,
the music
when she said, right, when she said, and I swear I wish somebody would dare me. I wish a motherfucker would. The way I've been feeling, that's why I said I need to get in somebody's kickboxing class like ASAP. Because the way I've been feeling, if the wrong motherfucker run up on me right now, I will kick your fucking temple off. I need somewhere to put this aggression. Seriously. ASAP. So yeah, this will be a better week, I think. I hope. I pray.
Praying for a better week.
Seriously. Praying for you all. I know we're still trying to. I feel like everybody's in the same space right now.
Just numb, not giving a fuck.
But also really bothered, really triggered at the same time.
But I think it's like, why are I'm seeing it as, why am I still upset? Why am I still shocked? Why am I still surprised when Black women have
been
always
slighted since the beginning of creation? Since Eve.
Shout out to the 78% Black men who did let Black women know.
Because don't get it messed up.
Matter.
Right. Don't get it messed up. Like, it was a lot of you. I won't say that. Forgive me. It was a lot of you coons out there that went ahead and voted for Trump or whatever. But
I call them house niggas.
Yeah, there's a lot of coons that went out and voted for Trump or whatever. But the majority did what they were supposed to. So thank you. The majority voted in favor of Kamala, and so we thank you and we acknowledge you because it was only a few.
And although we talk about our traumas and us being slighted by Black men, we do love Black men. So don't think we just be sitting up here bashing. These are personal experiences.
Because I bash these bitches too.
Tough.
For sure.
Because they ain't perfect. The females
no,
too.
a lot of them ain't shit.
A lot
Perfect
of
my
them
ass.
Shit. A lot of them ain't shit.
A
lot. But yeah.
With that being said, this is gonna be a better week. We are going to get. This felt kind of heavy and serious. We're gonna get back to our unseriousness in a minute.
Yeah. I feel like every podcast I listen to, I feel like everybody had to, in order to get back to the joy that just is us. Everybody had to express it. I listened to the read, and that they didn't talk about anything else they normally talk about. They literally, it's called the read, so they spent an hour and 20 minutes getting it off their chest. And even though I'm massaging and I'm listening to it, it was in that moment, I think that's what started to help me shift into the fuck all y'all. So
that's what I said. The next day after the election, I was just like, yep, well, I saw this coming. Anybody else? Y'all. Y'all. Okay.
I had to process it a little differently because 1, I'm a big empath. 2, I am the product of immigrants. 3, I literally was just, I woke up just stuck. I didn't sleep good that whole night. I woke up at 3:00 when they announced the winner.
I don't even know when they announced it.
It was at 3 a.m.
I slept like a baby.
I woke up and I was like, and then I kept Teray home from school because when I say I was stuck to my bed, and so I sat there, I cried, and I told myself, Shayna, you have a job to do. You have to touch these people. You are off today. I gave myself, when I woke up at 6 a.m., I got until 6 a.m. the next morning to get every emotion, every feeling that I'm feeling that's negative up out of me. Because when I go to work and I clock in Thursday morning, I have to be that person for my clients. I had 3 clients come in and cry. And I had to be that person. Because 1, of course, they're all immigrants. So they came in and they're like, it's such a, and I just told them, I said, go ahead. Like, I had to be their safe space. And I'm just like, in my head, I'm like, here we go again. Like, they're not black immigrants, but damn, here I go again, being the black woman that they feel safe to release themselves.
Yeah. I think that what really contributed to my numbness was that, historically speaking, this country loves idiots. This country was founded on poor decision making. So it does not surprise me in the slightest that they will always choose what is the worst for them. It's from the beginning of time. Like the dude said on the video, oh, we could have done all this work by ourselves. So y'all thought it was a better idea to go and enslave people from all over the fucking globe and kill yourselves in the process of doing that. And now, hundreds of years later, when you have a fucking uprise and minorities taking over everything and doing everything themselves and basically pushing y'all out, and y'all are on the brink of extinction, y'all thought that was a good idea?
Let me tell you something.
This country was founded on idiocy.
Y'all, idiocy indeed, because y'all are the reason that we're over here. Everybody's over here. Y'all left Britain because y'all didn't want to stick with what Britain had going on. So yeah, like you said, from day one, that's why we have the Puritans, the Pilgrims, and all that stuff. Like, don't let me get in my history bag. And speaking of which, let me check you niggas real quick, okay? If you follow me on social media, I wear carnival costumes. I like to shake my ass, and I like to sit in this couch, and I like to talk my shit. But please, for the love of motherfucking God, don't ever get in my DMs and think that you gonna sit here and try to fact check me about something, and I'm not gonna come at you with the correct facts. History was my ish, okay? History was my shit. I can run you the full history of this country, any country, and if I don't know about the country, I can guarantee you give me 48 hours and I'm gonna learn they shit too. Please don't ever sit and play on my top like I'm just some ass-shaking bimbo bitch. Don't ever play in my face like that, because what you got is me fucked up.
What happened?
Girl, Wednesday I was having my little rants or whatever, and one dude who I used to talk to, he was like, well, just think about it this way. Your daddy might agree truck driving about to be great again because we was making money when Trump was in office. No, the fuck you weren't. Yeah, you were making money, but it wasn't Trump's economy. It wasn't his economy. And no, it's not going to be great because you have people who at the weigh stations, they have to present their green cards. And depending on what state they're in, the weigh station can call ICE and get them deported to somewhere you don't know. Some of these people have had green cards since they were kids, and that's an easier life for them. They don't desire straight citizenship. They get a green card, they get a social, they get to pay taxes. Some people are okay with that and barely even get a speeding ticket. And now you're making the decision that no, well, a green card's just not gonna cut it no more. So you got to go back to your country and try again, and you got to wait 10 years to do it. No, it's not about to be great. It's about to be stressful. It's about to be extremely stressful. And then when I started going into my little rant, he was like, "Damn, you really did your research." Did my research? You act like I just went and Googled this shit. This is something that this takes time. How did you
come back over?
Oh, sorry. How did you, as someone who is an immigrant, people who come over here and gain their citizenship, and they have to study the Constitution, and they have to study U.S. history because they have to pass an exam, correct? Mm-hmm. How do you miss all of this? How do you miss all of this? So don't piss me off.
Willful ignorance.
And I'm done.
Well.
Do you have a story time?
I forgot all about that. I was finna. This has been another episode. Wrap this shit up. No.
Oh.
Did you have a story time?
I think that was my story time. That's why I got into it. That was my story time. Just the attack on me.
Okay, I know what I wanted to do my story time on. So, one of my friends on one of the girls I follow on TikTok, she has been through with her daughter's father. She basically built her platform because she was in a domestic violence situation. She had to leave with her daughter. Her daughter's father was really abusive to her, so she ended up, I think, relocating to Texas. I forgot where she came from. Mm-hmm. But she just started this whole life or whatever, and she was very open and honest about, her past, her trauma, and all that, everything that happened. So she said that the other day her ex's new girlfriend or something went and exposed him on Facebook or something. Mm-hmm. And she ended up DMing her. She ended up DMing the girl that I follow, and just telling her all about like how he abused her and apologizing because she said she didn't believe her or something, and so she was telling her all about it. And then she tried to send her a friend request.
Too far, bitch.
Red flag on the play. So I wanted to do my story time because like I think that's so interesting. I was telling her, I was like giving her advice stuff or whatever. I'm like, yeah, don't do that, because they do all that, and then y'all get buddy or whatever, and then she goes right back to him, and then it's just more drama.
She gonna pillow talk every single thing you told her back to that nigga.
So my story time is about when I was in that situation with my ex's baby mamas, and it was interesting because my child's the oldest. He had 2 kids on me basically. We were still all of our kids are 1 year apart. So my daughter's the oldest, and then she has a sister that's a year younger than her, and then 2 years younger than her. So they were together. They were both in relationships with him when the second born was born. And so they never stopped messing with him. Mm-hmm. They both slept with him while we were married. And they probably still are. And they are. They both that's why I say it all the time, he deals with whoever's mother he's dealing with. Whatever child you see him with, that's whose mother he's still dealing with. You won't see him with my child.
Which is why you're the punching bag.
Yeah, you won't see him with my child because I don't deal with him on any level. So, when we split up or whatever, I always tried to get them together. They would not meet. I think me and the second born, we tried to organize something. The first time we tried to organize something, this is when I was still with him. I was actually still married to him. He didn't want them to meet. And I never understood why until later. So I went behind his back and I tried to organize them. Because, like, you not you not keeping these kids together. You don't want them to know each other or interact with each other, but you're not doing your part.
Don't give a fuck.
Right, you're not doing your part to make sure that the kids see each other and spend time with each other. So I'm like, this will be easier if we can communicate and get the kids together. So the first time, the second baby mama, she was there. The third baby mama didn't show up. She was all gung ho, and then the day of, I guess her nerves got to her. She didn't show up. And so when we divorced, I organized it again. So we all met up at the IHOP. And so I'm sitting on one side of the table, they sitting next to each other, whatever. And
You put them bitches next to each other?
I say, we're gonna take this first meeting to say everything we got to say. Y'all can compare timelines, whatever y'all need to do. But after this, it's about these kids. I don't want to hear shit else about the real. None of that shit. Do what y'all gotta do. So for about 2 hours, they sitting over there. I was with him at this time. Was you with him this time? Da-da-da. And I'm sitting over there drinking my apple juice, trying to figure out.
Because you was there the whole time.
Trying to figure out if they got free refills or not. Hey y'all. Oh yeah. Hey, let me get another apple juice. So then the end of it, one of them was like, how did you just like move on and just like get over him? And I'm like, when I woke up and realized I was about to be 30, getting played, run amok by a motherfucker with 12 teeth and 4 outfits, that kind of made the decision for me. Just too old to still be going through. And I say that all the time. I tell people all the time, I refuse to be going through the same thing at 30 as I was at 20. Unfortunately, some people still don't get that. Hence why they're still going through that. But so I think in terms of so to do all that, so that was the first meeting, and the second baby mama, apparently she was still smashing him the whole time. She was just mad at him at that time. But she went back and told him everything that we talked about. You ain't gonna whoop my ass, so I don't give a fuck. But the third baby mama, she was hot about the shit. I'm like, I don't get no fuck, cause he ain't gonna say shit to me, but y'all might get in trouble or something. I don't know.
He has y'all in a chokehold.
Right. So that was the first thing I was like, nah, I can't really fuck with him. But I'm like, still for the sake of, at this point, he done ran away. He avoiding getting served papers. So that was that time where like me or Maya couldn't get in contact with him because he was ducking being served divorce papers. So I'm like, well, at this point, these kids still need to be together. So linked up, we had a birthday party for them together and everything, and then it just got weird. I think something happened where Maya had spent some time with them, and they was over each other's houses or whatever, and Maya was over there. And Maya said they was like talking. They was like, yeah, Tempest don't hang out with us. She don't want to spend no time with us. First of all, I made it very clear in the door, and I called them both on three-way. Like, I want this to come from my mouth, and I want y'all to get this deep down in y'all spirit. I told y'all from the very beginning, I was not in this to become y'all's friend. This is about these kids. Be realistic. You both slept with this man while I was married to him. Why would I ever try to befriend you? I don't operate like that. Y'all can do this phony shit if y'all want to, but I'm not doing it. Are we clear on this? So y'all ain't got to be talking about me behind my back. Oh, she don't deal with us. She don't want to kick with us. No, I do not. You ain't got to ever wonder. If it ain't about these kids, I do not want to be involved.
Ain't heard from them since.
Nope. And so, like, they show up for Maya. And that was it. And it's so crazy because Maya's graduation party, we had a graduation party for Maya's 8th grade. And I invited both of them. And Darrell, of course, he wasn't invited, but he didn't show up to our graduation. He said apparently he told them that I said he couldn't go to the graduation because he ain't paid for nothing. That would be all good, except Maya graduated outside in 2020. It was literally a drive-through graduation. So you telling me I told you couldn't drive down the street? That's what I told you? Just anything. And they would just like hang on to his every word. Whole time the man telling me that he don't want to get y'all kids. That he like denying y'all kids and all this shit. But when it's about me, something that portrays me negatively, y'all are hanging on to that shit. So we have the graduation party and they're there. Apparently he pulled up on my block, which is crazy because I told you couldn't show up to the school, but you gonna pull up on my block. So he's outside or whatever talking
Delusion.
to Maya. Right. He's outside talking to Maya. They run out there. Both the baby mamas. They get up and run out there. Maya said they was out there shaking ass. They was twerking in front of him and everything. I guess somebody was playing music in their car. They was out there shaking ass like he was motherfucking like he was motherfucking right, like he was motherfucking Drake.
A tip drill set? Okay,
baby,
cool.
he got them in a chokehold. So I say all that to say, like, you know, bitches just be mad at they nigga. Do not befriend a bitch based on her being mad at her nigga. Because she's going to go back to that nigga and she's going to tell him everything you said and probably add some text to it. Just leave the drama where it's at.
Please. Please. Oh, goodness.
Mm-hmm. And what really nipped it in the bud for me was one summer I had went to Barbados. He was supposed to have Maya for the summer. He found out I was in Barbados. And I'm like, I'm gone. You can't. He's like, I'm finna bring her back to the house. I'm like, I'm not there. You can't bring her back to the house. Instead of him taking her, calling my mama like he do when he mad at me and he want to tell on me, instead of him calling my mama or taking her to his grandma's house, he drops her off for 8 days at the baby mama house. Don't tell me shit. Tell Maya not to tell me shit, and tell the baby mama not to tell me shit. Mind you, the baby mama live in out west Illinois. It's the summertime. She live off of damn Pulaski and Roosevelt. In the summertime. And you gonna leave my baby over there for 8 days and tell everybody not to tell me shit? Maya, I get. She's a baby. She's a child.
She gonna do what you say.
But you, as a grown bitch, as a grown woman, to not at least say, hey, the Maya's here. She been here. The rail dropped her off.
She's okay.
She's okay. Something. Just want to let you know.
Bitches be loyal to dick. They don't even be loyal to kids.
They don't even be loyal to they kids. They kids. After all the shit that that man has done and said to and about you and your kid, the fact that you still even dealing with this man, you have no allegiance to your child. Because that was the number one. That was the number one deciding factor in my divorce. The fact that my baby was sitting in the window waiting on her daddy. You hoes have no allegiance to y'all kids. I'm sorry. But yeah, don't ever befriend a bitch based on her situation, especially if you used to fuck with her nigga. No, absolutely not. And just especially if you were married and there was a cheating situation, that's not being a bigger woman. That's not being a bigger person. You ain't got to do that shit. Because anybody that didn't have respect for it, we always gonna hold the man accountable first. Cool. But bitch, I'm holding you accountable too, because you didn't respect me as a woman, as a mother or wife, or none of that shit. So no, there will never be a time where we can be friends.
Facts.
We can be cordial at the most.
Big facts. Ugh, I pray I never have to do that.
Do what?
Have to
co-parent? I mean, well,
I won't even call that co-parenting. Just
you mean
coexist
with
with
the baby mamas?
Yeah.
It's a mess. I think the situation with Wynn's siblings' mother is better. Like, I guess because we never knew each other. Like, there was no interlap or nothing. You know, he has a brother that's 2 months older than him, but shit, neither one of us took him seriously. So there's absolutely no animosity. But there is one that's involved that doesn't, like, she's not in the group chat. Girl, they started a whole group chat, and I named it Surviving JD. Because we're all victims. No, but there's one who won't, like, interact with us. Like, she won't, because we try to get the kids together, whatever, and she won't interact with us because somebody said that they think it's because she feel like if she don't interact with us, that he might come around for her child. Like, sis, give up hope. Hang it up. You may as well come outside, bitch. He ain't coming.
Come outside.
Come outside, bitch. He ain't coming.
It's 7 p.m. Friday.
Period. We be having a good old time in this group chat. Come outside.
Woof.
That's it for me. To a better week. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Unserious podcast. We will see you all on Friday for Fuckery with Friends.
9 p.m. Central Standard Time.
At Unserious_the pod on IG. See y'all then. Bye.
Am I really that much handle? Breaking these niggas down like a camel. You don't really know you.